Hello friends, today we will discuss about programmatic advertising. Yes, programmatic advertising is the process of automating the buying and selling of ad inventory in real time through an automatic bidding system. Programmatic advertising enables brands or agency to purchase ad impressions on publisher site or apps within milliseconds through a sophisticated ecosystem. Yes, in this video we will discuss about basic of programmatic advertising, impact of programmatic advertising, how it works, the type of programmatic media buying, and yes, the fifth one, programmatic ad channels and its advantages. Basic of programmatic advertising. Yes, to understand how the different components of programmatic advertising ecosystem work together can be complicated, but you might have heard the terms such as demand side platform, that is DSP, and supply side platform, that is SSP, data management platform DMP, ad servers, ad exchanges, ad networks. Let's understand what they mean and how programmatic advertising works. Programmatic advertising uses a program to purchase ad slots on publisher. The artificial intelligence powered algorithms evaluate users based on their behavior, demographic data, cookies data, and other criteria to determine which ad should be shown to each user. As you can see in the flow chart, advertiser approaches agency in-house team. Therefore, like the similarly, publisher is having different platforms of digital media where consumers are constantly browsing and giving their time on network, on the screens, on the monitors. Therefore, publisher is also having that data. Now, these data, the behavior of the customer, the likings of the customer, the consumer behavior is being taken through their interest areas and through their information, and that information is saved in these networks and these supply side platforms. Similarly, the advertisers use the demand side platforms. You can see that publisher, the data flows in the demand side platform as well as the supply side platform, and these two networks communicate with each other, and this is the place where communication happens, and in future the e-auction of the slot on the publisher's website appears and it is bought by the advertiser. How it happens, we will show you now. Now the e-auction, the process starts. The advertiser, there are so many advertisers and there are so many publishers, but both the systems DSP and SSP communicate to each other, and in the same time the auction happens. The advertiser who bids the most wins the slot, and therefore there are n numbers of deals which can happen in digital platform for ad selling and ad buying. Therefore, when the advertiser, you can see that advertiser wins the bid, then the flow of money, you can see that it's coming to the publisher, and again when the publisher gets its share, then the ad is thrown in front of the user, that is the consumer. This is the whole process. Now we can see that there are differences between the traditional offline advertising model and the programmatic advertisement. What are the main features? Main features, you can say that the traditional advertising model is a manual process. Yes, it is a time consuming, expensive, extensive paperwork is needed. Yes, negotiations also happens there, and the biggest shortcoming of this offline method is the lack of functionality to measure the return on investment. This is the major point where we give the ad, but we can't calculate how much we are earning from that ad. Vice versa, in programmatic advertisement, programmatic advertising introduces an elaborate system that relies less on human and more on programs and completes this process and display ads across the internet. Yes, the return on investment is calculated over here. Now we will discuss about types of programmatic media buying. Yes, as per your needs, as per advertisers' need, the media is bought. Okay, now we have to assess the needs, then we have to select the medium, we have to select what deals suits the advertiser. Accordingly, it is being suggested, like the RTB real time bidding. It is an open auction, anybody can go over there. It is real time, it is easy to set up, there is no manual intervention at all, but it lacks transparency from the advertiser's perspective, that where the ad is being shown, on website, which website the ad is being shown, that is irrelevant, and the advertiser doesn't get this data. Secondly, it is PMP, that is private marketplace. The features are, it is a closed auction, invite only basis. Here the selected advertisers are invited and they participate in the bid. Website with mass reach is selected, and their advertiser can measure the accurate ROI of their ads. It is better than the previous one, but as I told, that as per your need you have to select the deal, and that will give a fruitful result for your company. Thirdly, it is a preferred deals. What happens here? Here inventories are maintained by the publishers. The prices are fixed, negotiations happen, and spot buying also happens. Advertisers can use a DSP to understand their audience and determine purchase. Lastly, it is programmatic guarantee. It is more or less like our traditional media buying. It is guaranteed. It is one-on-one negotiation. Yes, it provides ability to choose price, audience, targeting, and frequency capping. All these privileges get in PG programmatic guarantee deals. Now we will see how price is set for media buying. As you can see, that type of inventories is given in the x-axis and pricing is given on the y-axis, where some prices are fixed, some are auction based, and again in inventory side, some inventories are reserved and some inventories are unreserved. Therefore, the four deals what we talked about previously can be allocated according to the deals and according to the pricing. Now you can see that our real-time bidding, it gets the auction, it is auction based and it is in an unreserved category. Secondly, the private marketplace is also auction based and in an unreserved category, but it is premium than real-time bidding. Now again, the preferred deals are again unreserved, but the prices are fixed. And lastly, the programmatic guaranteed, these the inventories is reserved and the prices are fixed, but the reach is maximum on programmatic guaranteed, and big companies prefer programmatic guaranteed deals for engaging their target audience. Now, programmatic advertising channels, as you can see, there are 6 types of channels. Number 1, display ads. Number 2, video ads. Number 3, social ads. Number 4, audio ads. Number 5, native ads. Number 6, DOOH. Like display ads, the ad placed at the header, footer or the sidebar are considered as display ads. Secondly, the video continues to become one of the most preferred medium of content consumption. There are three types, that is in-stream ad, out-stream ad and in-display ads. Thirdly, the social ads, where we can say that programmatic social advertisement use this data to decide who will see their ads. The ad format, ideal time and frequency caps, these information helps advertiser optimize their ad spend. Now we will talk about audio ads, where programmatic audio platform rely on real-time audience data to place ads and utilize engaging display and video ads to optimize the user experiences. Native ads, programmatic native advertising, advertisers work with a DSP to choose which impressions to buy and their price, while publishers sell their ad slots through the supply side platform. Now digital out of home, that is DO, is the digital and analytically superior evolution of the traditional out of home advertising. The traditional DO sales consisted of advertisers getting in touch with the network and agreeing an audience, targeting, pricing, screen selection, etc. manually. But here these all things happens digitally. Now we will talk about some advantages of programmatic advertising. There are majorly 5. Real-time insights, enhanced target capabilities, greater transparency, better utilization of budget, and tackle ad frauds. Yes, real-time information of the performance of ad campaigns are getting to the advertiser, where it can be utilized this campaign data to gather more information about the target audience and the campaign. Therefore, this is useful. Secondly, we enhance target capabilities. Contextual programmatic advertising derive data from both the user profile and the page content to deliver ad at the most appropriate page, that is geotagging, IP address targeting, and also the website which are used by the users. It may be apps also. Greater transparency. As you can see, the advertisers can trace the performance of their ad. Therefore, see how their budget is being spent and optimize their campaigns in real time to get the result they want. Therefore, it is a great transparency. It is directly helping to the wallet of the advertisers, and he can assess and he can monitor his ad campaigns and he can decide accordingly what to do and what not to do. Better utilization of the budget, as we talked earlier, that advertisers can invest their budget in avenues that will get them the best result. This efficient investment allow them to spend their campaign budget effectively and yield better return on investment. Lastly, tackle ad frauds. Major programmatic ad platform also curb ad frauds by blocking fake bot traffic and pre-rolls ad and offer ad credits in case of fraudulent tactics slip through their system. Therefore, we can tackle with fraud effectively through programmatic advertising. Now, we must know what impact and what is the future of programmatic advertising. It has been forecast that up to 88% of digital display ad dollars in the US will be exchanged programmatically by 2021, and Zenith also predicts that advertisers will spend $98 billion on programmatic advertisement in 2020 alone. Yes, which will make up to 68% of the total annual digital media advertising spent. Therefore, you can feel these numbers and you can assume that what is the scope in future we are getting through programmatic advertising. Yes, that is why I always insist the marketeers that we have to reinvent your marketing strategy.